He does some good things, not many, but a couple.
He spread the media quite well, and I love what he's done media-wise. So.
But he needs someone else. There should be a panel who decides on the discipline, not one person.
Yeah, he's the judge, jury, and executioner, and that's not that's not right.
Or he can suggest the punishment, and then a panel decides on what it should be, if that's good enough or not. Because he's still the commissioner. He still should be able to say, hey, here's my punishment.
Right.
But he shouldn't be the guy who overlooks the evidence against these
essentially,
penalties.
in these hearings with the so-called panel that we're proposing, he should be a key witness. He comes in, he says, this is what Tom Brady looks like he's done. I think he should be suspended
the expert
for 4
commissioner
games.
I am.
Right, and I think he should be suspended 4 games, and the Patriots should lose a couple picks and be fined $1 million. And the panel can go, thank you, we will take that into consideration. You're an asshat. Brady, 1 game.
So here's the most disgusting part of this. Is the Patriots are still going to lose a draft pick. And
2.
They're not going to fight it.
Dose.
Yeah, 2 draft picks. And they
or
probably knew nothing about this.
2.
Belichick probably knew nothing about this. The owner, I'm sure, really knew nothing about this. Belichick may have. But the owner, for sure, I'm sure, doesn't even care. Didn't even think about it. And
are they getting their $1 million back?
He's being penalized. But then again, look at Spygate, and the Patriots still won a Super Bowl after that.
Let's not act like they're not cheaters.
Yeah, they have a history of cheating.
Yes, but are they going to get their $1 million back?
No, they're not even going to find it.
The pick doesn't even matter,
right? Because they draft so well, anyways. It doesn't matter.
Well,
they draft so well,
and they'll trade for a draft pick at some point, anyways.
Right.
So they'll make up.
I was just going to say because their draft pick with a pick like 30th or something.
Well, not only that, they'll figure out a way of trading a third-string quarterback for a 7th-round pick that they're going to lose.
Yeah,
so.
I'm going to take a pick away from the Golden State Warriors. Okay.
But
darn.
Yeah.
That's what's shitty is that Tom Brady, who he did this on purpose, is getting off scot-free.
You don't know that.
And the Kraft is being penalized. His franchise is being penalized.
Because he's an upstanding citizen.
Right. Yeah, Spygate. Mm-hmm.
Right. All right. And also coming out of this, James Harrison is considering legal action versus the NFL after this ruling for all the money he's been fined.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, they've opened up a can of worms now.
Yeah, precedent's been
James
set.
Harrison's going to open a can of whoop-ass.
Whoop-ass.
You know
and Greg Hardy, too, is thinking about it.
This is the court's fault for even, entertaining making a ruling. He should have said, no, you guys have to get with a mediator and make a decision on this.
No, you guys are a game.
Right. Yeah. You guys are a game. There is a commissioning body over this. Make your own decision.
Hey, you know that one time you beat me in Scrabble?
Right.
I called bullshit and no one else saw you cheat. I'm taking this to court, motherfucker.
Yeah. And then I think you guys reported last week Greg Hardy's thinking about.
Yes.
Which makes sense because.
We reported that right now.
Technically.
Yeah, that was this week.
Greg Hardy?
Yes.
Yeah, we just know. Said
no,
it
that was James Harrison. Last week you guys mentioned that Greg Hardy may...
Just let him say whatever he wants to say.
Okay. I just guess I'm not getting the joke then.
There's no joke.
Okay.
We're just saying James Harrison, and then he said yes, and Greg Hardy.
Oh, okay.
That was all. We didn't talk about it last week.
I thought you did. I thought you guys said
Do I need to
Greg
pull out
Hardy's
last week's rundown?
Yeah, Greg Hardy's thinking about repealing now that...
Did we say that last week?
Yeah.
We could have. It's a possibility, but I don't think we did.
I don't think he's going to repeal anything. He might appeal it.
The Greg Hardy's going to think about going after them now that this happened.
You were listening to another sports show.
Oh, how dare you.
Yeah. The only thing I have here about the case is after no settlement, Judge Berman will decide in Brady Goodell case in the next couple of days.
Maybe I read it and assumed you guys talked about it then.
Maybe so.
Greg Hardy, who threw his girlfriend on some guns.
This somehow topped the MMA segment for the worst part of the show.
Give me another beer, please.
You're welcome, everyone. Yeah, they're right there. Please keep drinking. Okay, so James Harrison, consider legal action, edit point, versus the NFL for the Deflategate ruling.
Cut out my laughing so people know what we're talking about.
Right, yeah. You're here? What? It's another Monday Mike List
You could cut off my mic and it might be an interesting, weird
might just cut the cable.
there.
RG3 gets a standing, he's not the starting quarterback anymore. Gets a standing ovation at the Redskins luncheon the other day. 15 whole seconds of standing O.
For RG3?
RG3.
Are they glad that he's not starting?
Probably, yeah.
Here's RG3. He will not start. Hey!
He's the best third stringer we got.
Which is funny because he blamed the team for his mistakes.
Right.
Oh, he never blames himself. He never takes the blame for anything.
This is a fucking piece of... See, this is why that he thinks he's great. It's because this team will say shit behind his back, but then will fucking cheer him in front of his face. I don't blame him.
I kind of blame him. He's an asshat.
Yeah, he is an asshat.
He is.
I mean, when the team doesn't stick by their word, there's the TCS Redskins suck ass.
Yeah, the TCS Redskins are horrible. And RG3 is horrible. What a fucking letdown. I don't know.
A horrible quarterback on a horrible team, and they're going to have a horrible year.
Oh, that's not the song I was looking for.
Yeah, the Redskins will
I was
probably
looking for Ernest Cat Miller, and I said Ernest Cat Miller. That's bullshit.
Redskins will probably have the worst record by the end of the season.
Yeah. Here's RG3's entrance music. If it'll play.
I'm the greatest. 1, 2, 3.
Sorry, I had to.
Does his little dance, and okay, RG3, go sit down now.
That's what they're
Kirk's going to start.
Yeah. The standing ovation was because he played Ernest Cat Miller's entrance.
I thought Ernest the Cat was coming out.
Yeah. All right. That took way too long. Speaking of the Redskins, brought to you by the Charity Strike, the GM of the Redskins, his wife, Jessica McCloughan, first of all, pretty easy on the eyes.
Jessica.
Yeah, I'd totally do
Barely
her.
missed out on Chick of the Day.
Yeah, missed it, but if we get desperate one day, we might. I mean, I'd still do her. Anyway, she tweeted at ESPN's Diana Russini some pretty mean things. Diana Russini tweeted out before it had been announced that RG3 lost his starting spot, if you will. She tweeted at Diana, excuse me, please tell us how many BJs you had to give to get this story, and did they laugh at you before or after?
Wow.
Answer is for and after.
Must be BJ Gruden after all.
Oh. Yeah, that's... So at first, the Redskins claimed that it was a fake account, and then about an hour later, her husband apologized on her behalf. Get your stories together. Stupid.
Sorry, my wife's a little drunk sometimes.
Yeah. Earlier in the year, Diana had tweeted, I absolutely think if the Redskins have a losing record by the bye week, changes will be made. My opinion, not reporting. And Jessica, once again, or
As an owner, that's quite the story to tell.
That wasn't the owner.
Or the wife of the GM.
that was the reporter.
Wife of the
that
GM.
was Diana, the reporter.
Okay.
Stay with me.
Sorry.
Then the wife,
So many hot chicks
Jessica.
hanging
Slow
around.
down.
The
slow
wife,
down.
Jessica.
Lee J's going out.
Stop now. The wife, Jessica, tweeted then, this is earlier in August, I'm pretty sure this info is coming from my husband to his new side chick, Diana.
No.
It's confirmed. Yeah.
Wow.
She's not a fan of her.
So she confirmed it, but said
Just
that
like I'm not a fan of Mike.
she's my husband's slut.
Yes.
Okay. You're a fan of me? Is that what you said?
That's not what I
I
said.
appreciate
Quite
it.
the opposite.
I am.
The
brought to
Eagles
you by
have
the
dealt
Redskins.
Matt Barkley to the Cardinals. One might be thinking, oh, good, to free up some room for Tim Tebow.
Oh, yeah. Third string.
Yeah. No. They cut Tim Tebow.
Those assholes.
My heart is broken.
Yeah.
Oh, me too. When I read that, I was pissed.
Yeah. Fuck Chip
I
Kelly,
was going to go kill them all.
you racist bastard.
He is
Yeah.
the most unpredictable coach in the league, by far.
Because he's racist.
Yeah.
Against religious people.
Yeah, yeah. Because they're a race.
Race of idiots. What? How dare you? Mike, why'd you say
So
that?
they got Bradford, who's going to eventually go down sometime this year, because he always does, and now they're going to have to go with Sanchez.
On the Redskins GM?
Maybe.
I
Well,
Well,
here we go. Mike was sad we didn't have the over-under game for him ready this week. Over-under on Sam Bradford, 2 weeks.
Sounds about right.
We're going over or under? Or
Uh,
are we taking the bet?
I guess I'd have to see who they're playing in week 2. I'd say over.
I'll say over.
All right.
I'd say he'll last 3 or 4 games before
Yeah.
he goes down.
Dude,
then,
generous.
And then Sanchez will start sticking his head up
Yeah.
the team's ass.
He did take a hit from Terrell Suggs and kept going, so maybe that's a promise.
Yeah, but he also blew out his ACL in preseason last year.
twice.
Yeah. Twice last year?
No, twice altogether.
So, anyways, no Tim Tebow. They did claim quarterback Stephen Morris on waivers to fill that number 3 spot. Who the fuck is Stephen Morris?
He's black.
Oh,
Feeling,
see?
feeling that not
Now
racist.
that's
feeling that,
that's racism right
Yeah.
there.
Hold on.
when you have to
A
fill,
moment for Tebow. Okay.
yeah, when you have to fill the not racist quota, that is racist, right?
I'm sure this is affirmative action on the Eagles. It's ridiculous.
In fairness to Chip Kelly, when he traded LaShawn McCoy for Kiko Alonso, he thought Kiko Alonso was black. I mean, that's a black name, right?
Right.
Yeah,
he hadn't seen his
He
picture.
didn't know he was a white guy.
Yeah. I thought he was black. Jason Pierre-Paul is in New Jersey today for a physical by the team, by the Giants. He's apparently just about ready to come back.
Well, I guess you don't need 5 fingers to play.
No,
Or 4.
they counted. He said, yeah, you're still missing it.
Yep. What did he lose his thumb? Was that what it was?
I think it was his index finger.
I think you're right. Surprisingly. Yeah. How do you do a shocker that way?
I guess you better hope you have a big middle finger.
I guess so.
Yeah.
It's just this. I'm doing this. No one can see it. That's stupid. We'll move on. The 49ers cut veteran lineman Darnell Dockett. He didn't play in the last game of the preseason due to rib contusion. That sounds like a made-up term.
Which is funny because they were looking horrible at defense, and we thought, okay, a 3 or 4 time All-Star
Darnell Dockett,
Pro Bowl player coming over to the 49ers on a depleted defense. We could definitely use that, and we're cutting him.
I know, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, we're keeping rugby players.
He's doing good.
Right.
He had like the most yards in all of preseason.
I know. They're like, we can't have any defense, we might as well stack up on offense.
Jared Hine is getting a spot on the 49ers.
Jared Hine, can you play some defense too? Sure, why not?
Sure.
I was a rugby player.
Yeah.
You play both.
You get him and Cesaro on the team.
There you go.
Yeah.
The Swiss Superman.
Those rugby players are badass.
It's true. They are tough. Some of
You
the
beat
bitches.
everybody. You beat the shit out of
Yeah,
everybody.
do you think he gets on the field and is like, what is this helmet bullshit?
Yeah, he's like, I'm not
pussies.
comfortable wearing this, guys.
Yeah.
You have to, Jared.
No, you're a bunch of pussies. The Jets cut Matt Flynn, and in response, he said, well, I'm going to have a Bloody Mary. Tweeted a picture of his Bloody Mary.
Might as well. He was overpaid by the Seahawks a few years ago.
Yep.
So
He got $60,000 just for his preseason work. 2 weeks of
Signing
work.
bonus.
Yeah, $6,000. That's pretty sweet.
Nice.
Bills release Matt Castle, and EJ Manuel gets that number 2 QB job.
So weird to see Matt Castle get cut like that.
It is?
He could have been a second or third string quarterback. I guess they didn't want to pay the contract.
If Tebow's getting cut, Matt Castle's certainly getting cut.
I mean, I guess, but Matt Castle took the Patriots to an 11-5 record. So
Storm his castle. The Patriots released Reggie Wayne in what's been reported as a mutually agreed upon decision.
Yeah, Wayne asked for it apparently.
Oh, I couldn't
He asked
find
for
out
a
why
release.
though.
I think as a
good
veteran,
release.
he said, "Can I say I asked for the release? That way, I don't look like a chump that got released from
Yeah.
the team."
I guess.
It's probably what it is.
It's embarrassing.
Or maybe they told him he'd be like second or third string, and he didn't want that, and so he said,
Yeah,
I'd like
especially on a New England team that really doesn't have a true number one starter.
Yeah, he's like, if I can't start, I want my full release.
I mean, Edelman's a great little white guy, but
Oh,
he's not a
Why
number
is he
one
so
receiver on
racist?
any other team. So for Reggie Wayne, it was an ego check.
I guess. The Bengals cut Devin Still. If you don't know who that is, he's the guy whose daughter had has cancer.
His daughter's soon to die. Yeah,
Wow,
Oh, man.
bringing this show down.
She didn't know that. She listened to the show, you asshole.
Spoiler alert, little.
God.
sorry, little girl, you're gonna die.
Wow.
Wow.
Man.
I don't know if it's gonna be the cancer, but one day
Speaking of that, I finished the Stuart Scott book.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
How was it?
He
he
died.
died.
Ah, spoiler alert.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
He didn't write about it though.
Why not?
He was dead.
Oh, okay. Anyways, Devin Still guy who has his daughter with the kid. Anyways, he's been cut. But last year he was cut, and they picked him on the practice squad, and then 2 weeks later he was on the full roster.
Yeah.
And then he hurt
Ah,
himself.
Oops.
And then he was like mentally unprepared to play.
They're like, look, your daughter's cancer's got to go away, dude. We can't keep giving you charity cases.
Yeah. How dare they? A man has been charged in the 94 burglary of USC's O.J. Simpson Heisman Trophy. They finally found it.
Oh, thank God.
Thank God. Yeah, that was stolen during his original trial with the murder.
I was going to say that's the same exact year that he was up for trial, so I wonder if he's too busy in prison or in court to notice that his Heisman went missing.
This was not the one from
It
his
was a
house.
fake. It was a fake.
This was the
Heisman,
replica
right?
that was at USC
So
in their
stupid.
trophy case.
So stupid.
So who gives a shit?
Yeah.
Mike Riley, former coach at Oregon State, and Oregon State facing a lawsuit situation.
I read the story and it was really fucking confusing.
It was. That's why I'm going to read it to you people so you can hear my drunk ass attempt to read words.
The
The trick or jerk. Anyways.
bear.
Yes. The Bears. So here goes Gene reading this for you. Nebraska football coach Mike Riley and his former school, Oregon State, face a federal Title IX lawsuit. No, nobody. 9 lawsuit. Yeah, filed by a woman who said she was raped. And so it began.
Bruce? I mean,
Yeah.
Caitlin?
Yeah. As a result of the coach's failure to correct a sexually violent culture
Sure.
in the program, according to a report by the Oregonian. The woman said she was raped. San Diego? The woman said she was raped by a player's cousin in October of '99 as a
That
freshman.
has to do with the football players.
Yeah, freshman Oregon State. It's already football players' fault. Riley coached, and this is in '99. Riley coached the Chargers in '99, but led the program in Oregon State in '97 and '98. And from 2003 to 2014, he was hired at Nebraska in November of last year, set to coach his first game of school on Saturday. Dennis Erickson was the Oregon State coach at the time of the election.